Hi Gemini, my name is Cynthia. Thank you for joining me on my channel. I appreciate you being here. If you don't want to listen to me do my spiel, you can go straight to the timestamp, and that is just fine. But how is everybody doing during their time of isolation? And I want to thank, I should have done this in my other two videos, but I want to thank the first responders, the people that are on the front line, especially the grocery workers, the restockers, the truckers, everybody that is working during this really uncertain, scary time right now, and know that everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to work out for our highest good, and a new normal will come in, and everything is going to be fine. It's not going to be easy. I can't imagine that it is going to be easy, and it is going to, I mean, basically the situation has rocked the globe, and it's also healing the planet. So there, you know, let's look for the silver lining in these things as well. But what I'm going to be doing for you today is I'm going to be doing a modified Celtic cross, and I'm going to give you a couple cards from the Wisdom of the Oracle. So, Gemini, oops, we'll leave that alone. Okay, so Gemini, let's get into prayer. Father God, Holy Spirit, guardian angels, and ancestors, thank you for rising me up out of my bed this morning and connecting me with the collective every day, in particular the collective of Gemini at this time. Please help me communicate the messages for them that are in their highest good regarding relationships that are closest to them and in love, and any other messages that you deem necessary to come through at this time. Dear God, I ask that you allow me to be a clear and open channel for the messages that are meant to come through for Gemini. Dear Spirit, I ask that you put a bright white light of protective energy around this space, not allowing in any lower vibrational energies to enter this reading. I call in the Ascended Masters, I call in the Archangels for divine communication, divine protection, and divine healing. Father God, we thank you for the learning, the lessons, the protection, the healing, the love that you give the collective every day. Without it, we are nothing. Without you, we are nothing. Glory be to the highest high, forever and ever. Amen. Did I call in my spirit guides and ancestors, benevolent ancestors and angels? I don't know. But I just did. So anyway, Gemini, I really hope that you're doing okay, and I hope that you and your loved ones are doing good and you're getting out of this energy. I really do. I hope that you're able to mend your relationship that needs to be mended. If you are okay, so they talk a lot about being essential and non-essential right now, and the, you know, like the entertainers, the, you know, the sports people, they're non-essential, you know. And if you are in a situation where your lover is, if you haven't heard from them, I would take that as a very clear and decisive answer that you're not essential in their life right now. And if you're not essential in their life during a global pandemic, perhaps it is best that you make yourself non-essential when it is over. So, what I'm doing is I'm going to be doing a modified Celtic cross, and we'll see what comes out. I hope you are essential, Gemini. I hope you are. And if you have deemed somebody non-essential, you know, thank you for the clarity. It's important, you know. Would it be better to just send them an email or a text and just say, you know, I'm sorry? Is, you know, no, or is silence better? I don't know. I can't give you that. It's different for everybody. It's different for everybody. So, with that being said, at the bottom of the deck, we have the World. Something's finished. This is completion and fulfillment. This is the world healing and people being in isolation and the ozone layer, healing itself. This is pollution going away. This is dolphins going back into the channels of Venice. This is, wildlife coming back into cities because they are vacant. This is also divinely guided. This is the Hierophant. This is spiritual wisdom. This is giving you time to go within and to figure out whether or not your connection with the divine is solid or not, and whether or not you need to recommit or to introduce yourself and let the divine guide you and give you comfort and lift away your burdens at this time. You also have the moon coming out. This is not a time for illusions. This is a time to see things clearly, to reveal hidden truths, and to not live in fear, because everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. And with the Six of Wands, this is public victory. It's short-term victory, but it's victory nonetheless. And we will all get through this together. You're coming through as resisting what the divine is offering you. Resistant to the relationship that you're connecting with. This is, and this is also apathy. The situation is a love message. This could be an apology you've been waiting for. This could be a text message. This could be an invitation to, go for a social distancing walk and get the apology or the communication or the love news that you've been waiting for or hoping for. The opportunity is to be in the Queen of Pentacles energy and be nurturing, big-hearted, and practical about the situation. The universe wants to teach you that regardless of what is happening, you are sitting in this boat and it is moving forward nonetheless. This card has come out in every reading that I've done so far today, and it's springtime. This is, things are happening under the ground that we can't see. This is you sitting in the boat, meaning sitting in your house, so the rest of us can get the fuck out of our houses, because the selfish ones are deciding that, they're going to go about their business anyway. You're the reason why we're still here. Okay, so quit being selfish. How about that? Quit being fucking selfish. Sit in your house. Be socially responsible. Especially in the next 2 weeks, guys. This is no joke. People's lives are on the line. But this is moving forward. This is a card of moving forward with non-action. This is sitting your ass at home, letting things play out, letting the divine do what the divine does. And, if you have not yet, maybe it's time for you to, have some conversations with your guides, with your angels, with the divine, ask, look up, and ask the divine to take away your burdens. How we got here is the Five of Pentacles. This is somebody's feeling hard times and feeling left out in the cold, feeling of lack. This is a general feeling of lack that you have abandoned them. Or somebody hasn't abandoned you. So if that's the case, are they worth it? Are they worth it? Okay, so in the immediate past, somebody's run away with hidden dishonor. They have ghosted you, or they have been ghosted. This is interchangeable. Somebody's ghosted you, or you're being ghosted because they're ashamed. They're ashamed of their actions. They're ashamed of calling you. They know that they've fucked you over, and they're hiding from you. And they're stuck in their head about it. But them running away is causing you or them or both of you purposeful confusion and powerlessness. In the new future, you need to manifest something new, something more powerful, something that you can have joy and contentment with, and not feel like you have a dog chain around your neck and that you're being lied to. So this is conscious manifestation. This is knowing what you want, visualizing it, picturing it, seeing it happen, envisioning the world healing, envisioning the people that you love healing, and you know, society as a whole, what no longer serves us crumbling down, and what needs to building something that will work for us long term. The infrastructures are falling right now. I mean, it's you just have to turn on the news and see that Trump is on the news every freaking half an hour. You know, how fucking painful is that? But you're being seen as that you want a passionate brand new beginning with the Ace of Wands. Your hope is that you are in your Nine of Pentacles energy. You've done the work, you've done the healing, and you are able to move forward with strength, courage, and grace. And you know, if you're single, you're single, and you have options, but none of them are good enough because you're waiting for your king or your emperor. Because we fuck kings, not knights. Even though the knights like to pretend that they're kings, and sometimes we don't realize that they're knights until they've decided that they're, you know, almost home, you know, 4 hours away, and that, you know, they just can't do a long distance relationship. So, whatever. Who gives a fuck? Could have been anybody, right? But this queen doesn't give a fuck because she has her own power. She has her own relationship with the divine, and she can fill her own cup with love. And that is the truth. This is clear decisions. This is your outcome card. This is truth, victory, and clear decisions. This is also a new beginning. We have 2 cards of new beginnings. So we have also a clarifier, the end of a difficult situation. And so in the pip, in tarot, you go from the pip. The pip cards go ace to 10, back to the ace, right? So it's the end of a difficult situation, so you can start something new that's based on truth and fact. Something that's real. Something that isn't a bunch of fucking lies and somebody stabbing you in the back, you know, getting what they want, and, you know, causing, you know, purposeful confusion and bullshit. And that part is over. Because the Queen of Wands is coming in here going, fuck this shit. You know, I'm going to ask the right questions. I'm unbiased. I'm clear. I'm direct. And you are not what I want. We got the Page of Pentacles also. Pages are messages. This is going to be a slow message coming through, but it's a message nonetheless, and it's practical and it's trustworthy. You know, the tide needs to come in for this to happen. This might be, you know, like after, you know, we're able to freely go to the grocery store without fear of, you know, getting our family members sick. You know, this is after, I mean, we're still going to be, seriously, if we didn't know how to wash our hands before, we certainly do now. I don't know what the hell I'm going to name this. Gemini, you're always a pain in the ass. Okay, so, but either way, this is, you know, completion. It's divinely guided. You have, you know, a passionate new beginning coming in. You know, you're standing in your feminine power. You know, manifest, visualize. You know, bring in something besides the karmic. Okay, so why is the Eight of Swords here? Why? Why is the Eight of Swords here? Because you need to prepare yourself to receive. Why is the Seven of Swords here? Well, it's being clarified by the Sun, which is the happiest energy in the deck, and perhaps this person that you're connecting with, or you, do not feel like you deserve it. So this could be a self-worth issue. So this time that you have right now in isolation is the time, you know, to get on your knees and ask the divine to take away your burdens. Why is the Four of Cups here? Because they're afraid to get their heart broken again. Their heart's already broken. And think that if somebody puts 10 swords in your back, you're not going to have a little heartache or a lot of heartache and have some fear and, you know, bring in some, you know, codependent habits that, you know, no longer serve us. This is the time to work on that stuff, you guys. This is the time that we're going to, you know, to create independent relationships that are independent and, you know, you're independently together. You know, you're not codependent, you're independently in a relationship. Not saying I've ever had one of those, but it's true. So, okay, so, Gemini, Holy Spirit, Guardian Angels, Dear God, Holy Spirit, Guardian Angels, and Ancestors, help me clarify this spread with 2 Wisdom of the Oracle cards, please. Ooh. Not for you. Okay, so, okay, in this time that you're together in with, you know, whoever you're in isolation with, this is the time to figure out, are you going to be able to mend what is broken? Are you going to recommit to the relationship? Is it making you stronger and you know, making you know, giving you a knowing that this is the person you want to be with? Or is it, you know, giving you more reasons to, you know, go on a no heat call? Hard to make one of those up when it's warm out, right? And the windows are open, but, you know, what the fuck ever. But, okay. A clear knowing that something is being denied you. Rejection is God's protection. There are times when it appears that no matter how deeply you desire something, no matter how hard you work at something, the results you seek seem to elude you. It's as if you don't really get to be in the game, and you feel you're just watching from the sidelines. The appearance of this card indicates that you are not going to attain what you want right now. That indeed your dream for that exact thing will not be fulfilled. This is a time to radically accept that not everything is available to you when you want it. Take heart, For there are benevolent forces who desire the best for you and have a much clearer idea of what is for your highest good. Rejection is God's protection. Something much better will make you truly happy is on his way. Trust this. Your relationship message is some relationships carry an innate need of failure in them that is obvious from the beginning, but the red flags escape your observation or you refuse to acknowledge them. When a relationship is not meant to be, it is not possible to make it be. Rejection is a sign that you're being protected by the divine. If you are the one who must reject another, remember that you do so for both of your sakes. For every pot, there is a lid. This one may not be the best fit. Clean it up. So, Gemini, clean it up. Going into the core of the situation, freedom from a burden, cleaning house, sweeping away what is no longer needed. Ever feel so bogged down with emotional gunk that you can't think straight? Could you be surrounded by physical clutter in your home? What a great time to clean it up during social distancing. Okay, so too much work, overwhelmed, time to clean house. Every item out of place, natters. Oh, I'm sorry. There's a hyphen there that I couldn't fucking read it. Okay, so every item out of place natters away at you. Every unresolved relationship, every comparison to others that leads to a sense of lack take up energetic space, especially unpaid bills just add up to a unnecessary feeling of being overwhelmed. Now is the time to free yourself by energetically cleansing house. Just do it. Make room for the miracles that are lining up for you. Your relationship message is time to clear the air. Take a look at your side of the street and say what's on your mind. Sweep away the old stuff so that a spring breeze can flow through with new energy. It's the perfect time to do an inventory of your dynamics and see what's yours and what's not yours. To clean up the relationship, everyone brings some baggage. Sort through what you brought with you and let go of what is no longer needed. Become unencumbered and your relationship will flourish. So, Gemini. If you're still here, thank you. Please press subscribe if you haven't done so. I love you with all my heart. Please do your part so we can get out of our houses. And, just envision healing for your relationships, your loved ones, your, whatever you need to do. The globe healing. Just envision. Be high vibrational. Know that you are loved. And if you're interested in the Honest Truth deck, go to Etsy. It's the Honest Truth.